FDHS 10th and 11th grade students will take the ACT on Tuesday, March 9th at 8:25 a.m. Transportation will be provided. All details will be given out during advisory the week of February 22nd. Students identified as remote learners will test on a different day. Remote 10th graders will test on Wednesday, March 10th. Remote 11th graders will test on Thursday, March 11th. Please attend advisory February 22nd to create your ACT account.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Principal Diaz here with your morning announcements for February 23rd. It is a B-day. The weather is warming up, and it's like the ice age, and the ice age is melting, and there's water and there's runoff, and I see grass and I see sunshine. Oh, the end of February is a lot nicer than the beginning of February, so I'm no longer complaining about February. The Bears need to wake up from hibernation. Guys, I digress. The expectation is that I crack myself up. This is terrible. The expectation is that we participate in our Zoom meetings. We are synchronous with our teachers, and we are live participating in our classes. And there's a lot of principals sitting in on some of the rooms and some of the classes and checking in on students, checking in on the instruction. I want to make sure that you are being diligent, that you are code switching and using professional language when it is appropriate. Use your school email to communicate with your teachers, and turning in your assignments on time. That is essential. It's not rocket science. We've done a lot of analysis and we've studied this phenomenon, this virtual learning, really, really hard, and looked at it from multiple angles. The students that are going to class and participating are doing just fine. The students that are not are struggling. They don't understand what the expectations are on the assignments. They're turning in assignments that are incomplete, inaccurate, and don't have the correct information on it. So you have to go to class, you have to participate so that you are really, really understanding what we expect. And I know I'm preaching to the choir, because if you're watching these morning announcements, you are going to class. Text your friends, Facebook message, whatever, Insta, anything you can. Get a hold of your friends and tell them, hey, man, you got to go to class or you're just not going to get it. My next announcement is big shout out to the boys basketball team. They have an amazing 11-1 record. They're ranked in the state. We also have quite a few wrestlers ranked in the state, and the wrestling team has a great 15-5 record. Keep it going, guys. Baseball tryouts are around the corner. Softball tryouts are around the corner. The track team, a lot of the spring sports are getting ready to start, which is great because they didn't get a chance to compete last year when we had to close things down for the beginning of the pandemic. Okay, my update for in-person return. The board is meeting today to talk about what's next. And I do want to give you a heads up that we are, no thank you, baby, that we are implementing our metal detectors once we get back to in-person school, that we are doing temperature checks, and that we do have a sick room. So if you pop a temperature that is above the threshold, then we will escort you to a sick room and have your parents come pick you up. We are not allowed by Fayette County policy to take students that have a temperature in the building. So we'll have a way for you to go in around, and a special entrance that you can wait for your ride in the event that you pop a temperature. So we'll have a temperature scanning machine. If the temperature scanning machine reads your temperature is too high, then we'll take your temperature by hand one more time, double check it, take your temperature by hand one more time. And then after the third time that you have registered a temperature that's too high, we are implementing sick room protocols. All right. Black History Month. I have, according to the Toledo Library.org, that's Toledo, Ohio, their library, the 10 most influential songs in Black history. And I got to tell you, music is culture. Culture is art. So this is near and dear to my heart. I love music. I love a lot of different types of music. But here we go. The 10 most influential songs to celebrate Black history. Number 1, A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. And that's an old That's an old school song, but it is good. Came out in the 60s, I think. A Change is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. Brown-Eyed Handsome Man by Chuck Berry is the second song on this list. Next is Ball of Confusion by The Temptations. Great band. What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. Classic song. Beautiful song. Don't Worry, If There's a Hell Below, We're All Gonna Go by Curtis Mayfield. I don't know if I've heard this one before. Dancing in the Streets by Martha and the Vandals. Dancing in the Street by Martha and the Vandals made the list according to the ToledoLibrary.org. They've got a blog in which they share this. Chocolate City by Parliament is another song on the list. Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud by James Brown. I get that one, just the title alone. And James Brown, he is the godfather of funk. He is just a talented musician. The Revolution Will Not Be Televised by Gil Scott-Heron is also on the list. And last but not least, Umi Says by Mos Def. And that's a recent song, came out in 1999 by hip-hop rap artist Mos Def. Okay, that's all the announcements I have for you today. I'm Lester Diaz, your principal, and it is an honor and a privilege to serve you in this capacity.